Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I transformed our coffee bar by switching up the backsplash. What you're looking at is a fabric backsplash and I was ready for something new. So as you can see, our kitchen has tile backsplash and then this area had just regular sheetrock walls, and so I put fabric for a bit, and I don't want to carry over this quartz subway tile. It's a nice herringbone pattern. It's very porous. During COVID, the designer was pregnant and didn't want to be in contact with people, and so some of our designs kind of slipped through the cracks as far as what would be a good kitchen backsplash for cleanup and avoiding a porous surface for stains and splattering around your stove. So we eventually will replace this, or at least seal it, I suppose, but I didn't want to continue on this particular tile over at the coffee bar. So, and I don't know what type of replacement tile we'll do, so I didn't want to put any tile over there in the little kitchen nook. Now it is an attached space. When you're in the kitchen, the nook is just right there, but I also like the idea of keeping it a little bit separated and original. So after I did the built-in, we wanted this area to be kind of just its own little built-in look. So I decided to go with a backsplash of Shiplap vertical, and I'm using this digital measurement tool, so because nothing is square in this new home, and so I'm measuring for each piece of Shiplap board, and some of the boards were the same, but I'm also numbering them so that I can keep them in order, because the boards on the far left are not going to fit the wall on the far right. So once you have all your Shiplap boards cut, you're going to want to feel the surface of the primed boards, because there's lots of imperfections and you want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Whether you hand roll paint or spray it, you still want a nice smooth finish. So once that's smooth and wiped up and clean, it's time to install, and installing couldn't be any easier. Now I could have used liquid nails to help attach, but I didn't want to do that, and I didn't remove the fabric, so maybe someday someone will remove the Shiplap and find a surprise. But the technique that I prefer when I can't get into a stud is to go at a slight angle one direction, and then for the other nails you plug, you can do it in the opposite direction. So you're getting that opposite diagonal, and that will keep them up just great. And then you can see there's a little bit of spacing, and I have my nail holes to fill. Now I used an oil base filler and I absolutely loved it. It was kind of a pain to get off my fingers, but it really filled the holes nicely and it had a nice smooth finish. Now let's talk about the paint color. I wanted something lighter than the Magnolia locally grown green, and so I went with Canal Street by Sherwin-Williams. It's a new color. It's a really beautiful gray undertoned green, and it works really well with Repose Gray, which is all of our counters. And so I have the light Repose Gray, then I have the dark locally grown green, and then I wanted a mid-tone to kind of balance it out, have a bit of a contrast, but also balance the right side of the kitchen where I have wallpaper with various greens and blues. And so we kind of have some balance with color in this entire space. Once your nail holes are all filled up, go ahead and give a nice sand. I always prefer to use a 220 sanding sponge. It's just easy. It gives a nice smooth finish. Once everything is sanded and wiped clean, then I like to tape. I'd like to caulk around the edges, which that's not in the video, but that will hide a multitude of imperfections with your cutting. But what I'm doing now is a little trick that I like for painting, is I tape off the area and then I take the original paint color, which is Alabaster White by Sherwin-Williams, and I'm just going to fill in right along the edge of all the tape. That way the white paint seeps in and it fills any holes, and so when I do the green over it, then I removed the tape, and I don't have that seepage with the green over the white. So I started out by painting my shiplap gaps with a tiny paintbrush. It was not very helpful, so I went with my angled paintbrush, and I did 2 coats, and it's all done. I absolutely love it. I feel like it finishes the space nicely. It's simple. It's a nice pattern. It just adds a little bit of something. I can also wipe it because I used an eggshell satin finish. It's just kind of a nice little touch for the coffee bar, and it didn't cost very much, and it was easy to install. So if you like this idea, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe.